I want to power my 4-bedroom apartment. How would you how would you respond to something like that?
If a customer told you want to power 4-bedroom apartment, the first thing that you ask is, what is inside the apartment?
I have with me here Mr. Ajibola. Mr. Ajibola is our senior solar engineer in Palm Africa. What do you really do at Palm Africa?
Well, thank you, Mr. Atonde. My role at Palm Africa, as I stated earlier, as an engineer, is to go for installation, supervise installation. Sometimes you have to get involved too with the people on site, carry out several energy audits for people that need the solar system, the prospective clients. Then make sure the work that we do here, we always do it to standard. That's why we follow the SOP, standard operating procedure.
Yeah, we have that in Nigeria. Is it Nigeria as a whole, or is that?
No, that standard operating procedure is for Palm Africa.
Yeah.
When we want to set up our system, there are procedures that we follow. Like if you want to set up an inverter, you have to make sure the inverter is straight. Where you are setting it up is where the client wants it. You have to consider other factors like the ventilation and other things like that. Then you must make sure that your cabling, is very neat and avoid all the strand of wires that can short circuit or cause any damage to the system, because the inverter system is very sensitive.
Installations where there are fires and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are the things what do you think are the major things that cause most of this?
Okay, major things that cause the fire is incorrect cabling, number one. Number two is maybe you connected this thing in a wrong way, like polarity failure. Maybe where you're supposed to put positive, you put negative. Yeah. Or the positive and negative wires spark each other for a long time. It can cause fire. Also, with the solar panel upstairs, maybe if there is, maybe you have 300 watt panel now, you have 200 or 180, you are mixing it together. That one can cause a problem. It might not be immediately, but later in the long run, to cause a problem. Also, your solar panel is not well aligned up. You do not use the standard array that we used to use for the solar panel. There's no gap between the roof and the solar panel. In the long run, there will be heat that will be generated, and that one can spoil the solar panel and can even lead to fire. Though the cases of fire, of DC fire, is rare for solar panel, but it's used to happen too. And there are other factors too that can lead to it. So that's why we follow the operating procedure and we follow it to the last.
For you, what is the first step for most of those customers that say, I want to get a solar system? What is the first step for you?
Then the first step is to ask where the solar customer wants to power the system with. Let's say, what did they want to power? Maybe fridge, freezer is involved, AC, another higher appliances, then you know what you will give him. But if the customer just wants to power all these low wattage things like bulb of 5 watts, fans, all these standing fans, solar fans, and let's say you want to charge his laptops and stuff like that, then you will have to give him low distance, like low wattage, like let's say like 2 kilowatt, 3 kilowatts. Sometimes 5 will be enough. But if he's powering the AC, electric cooker in the kitchen and stuff like that, then you have to use a large distance. It's not large like that, but in Nigeria we think it's large because of the money that is involved, like 20 kilowatts, 10 kilowatts above.
Yeah. So what about, this is for, personal people that have, they have maybe like a home and stuff like that. What about industries, like big companies? What are the plans that you have for them?
Okay, the plans for the big industries, if they said they want to power their destiny, is to first go to the industry, do a proper energy audit, know everything that they want to power, from the high wattage something to the lowest wattage. Then we come back to the office, do some design and determine the total wattage that they will be needing. Let's say like Punch now, we did for Punch, and they use a lot of wattage. So let's say they want to use like 100 kilowatts now, then we plan towards that, calculate the number of solar panels that will be involved, the type of inverter that will be needing, the batteries and other main things that is needed.
Yeah.
So those are the things that
That's pretty awesome. Some customers will say, I have a 4-bedroom apartment. I want to power my 4-bedroom apartment. How would you respond to something like that?
If a customer told you want to power a 4-bedroom apartment, the first thing that you ask is, what is inside the apartment? How many AC do you have?
Okay.
Do you want to power your AC? Do you want to power your pumping machine?
Yeah.
How many bulbs? Fans? How many fans? Standing fans, ceiling fans, and other things like that.
Yeah.
When the customer tell you, then you will do quotes. You do some
write them
proposal.
about,
Then give the customer according to the customer distinct pockets.
Yeah.
You can do several quotes, like 2 or 3. Give the
Something that
customer with the
matches
one
what they
with
can afford.
AC, that all the things I said you want to power. Give him another option about the things. If you can't go for this, maybe the money is too much, then you can go for this. That's the thing that we would.
That's pretty awesome. All right, Mr. Ajibola, thank you very much. It's really, really nice to have you.
Thank you very much also. I'm glad to do this.
All right.